Hello Flosstube! How is everybody doing? It is Miskacat or Jen here, back for another video update. Um, I have a little bit to show you. I feel like it has not been a very productive stitchy couple of weeks, but last month I feel like I got a lot done. So, there's a couple little finishes, what I would consider a relatively large finish, even though it's not really that big, and another kind of mini partial finish. So I have a new start kind of to show, a start that hasn't started yet. And yeah, I'll just show you what I've been kind of working on. My last video, because I'm doing the stitch from stash and I'm trying way harder in the second half of this than I did in the first half. I asked if anybody would be interested in seeing little bits of what I already have in my stash, so I got a few people that were interested. So I think maybe at the end of every video, instead of me showing what I have gotten, because there's not going to be a lot of it, even though I did have one purchase which was going to be the new start, and then I have a few needle minders coming because it was kind of a night. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show, you know, a couple patterns here at the end of my video. It's probably going to be stuff that you've seen already, maybe you haven't, but we'll see. Anyways, that'll be at the end, so if you're not interested in seeing haul or stash or anything like that, you can just stop my video and that'll be it. So it is Wednesday here. It is 4:57 at night. I should still technically be at work, but I ended up having the day off. It was kind of a little unexpected. I I was leaving for work and I had a meeting right at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was supposed to be there a little bit early, which was fine. I have no problems with that. So I was leaving the house early and got into my vehicle and realized that, you know, the duct tape that I keep in my glove compartment was now on the floor of my vehicle. Well, it turns out somebody broke into my vehicle. When I say break in, not like smashing windows or anything, but they must have pried the lock open somehow and basically took everything out of my vehicle. So there went my insurance, there went my registration, everything was gone. So I kind of flurried, tried to figure out what was all missing, and went to work, and they were giving away a couple days for anybody that wanted to not be at work that day, and guess who that was today? So thankfully I ended up getting it, but I spent basically the entire morning walking around up and down alleys thinking somebody would just take what they wanted and chuck the rest, and hoping I could find all this stuff before I had to go repurchase it. I went and did a police report. I drive a Camry, so I went to the Toyota dealer to see why the alarm didn't go off. And PSA announcement, if you don't use your fob to lock your door, that might not actually activate your alarm, because my battery had died out probably about a week and a half ago, and I just hadn't gotten around to replacing it. And it turns out that because I didn't use the fob to lock the door, the alarm wasn't set. So got a new battery. They did some work on my tire, because apparently my tire was low and it had a leak, so they fixed that up for me. Then I had to go get my registration, so that was fun, and repay for that. Not the full amount, but I mean, I just paid for it. My registration was up literally at the end of August, so it hasn't even been 6 days. Yeah, that stung a little, but anyways, that's all taken care of. My car is outside. It is armed, which is good. Yeah, so anyways, that's my announcement. Lock your door with your fob. Make sure that your little light is blinking, because unfortunately I think it doesn't really matter where you are right now. There's a lot more petty crime kind of going up, so, which is unfortunate, but the way of the world, I guess. So anyways, so on to stitching and happier things. Yeah, so anyways, I had a finish. I will show that later. I will show you now what I have pulled out. Kim told me that I should work on this one and try and get another page finished. I don't know if it's just because I kind of burnt myself out a little bit on the other piece that I finished, or if I'm just, I don't know. But sitting down to stitch both in the morning and at night has become a struggle lately. So hopefully I'm going to get some progress on this. I've done a few hundred stitches on it since I pulled it out probably a couple weeks ago, but it's not happening right now. So, but I'm going to finish up this page before I pull out something else. So what I decided, or what Kim decided, I needed to work on was my Little Red Riding Hood by Haid. Artwork is by Annie Rodrigue, and she's my little Tim Burton feeling creepy girl. So like I say, there hasn't been a lot done since, hi kitty, since I showed you in my whip parade, but I will show you how far I've gotten. You'll have to excuse the parked thread. Oh, and there goes the cat. Move your butts. There we go. So that's as far as I've gotten. Really not a huge amount done. I've done some of the pink over here. Yay! Because that really shows you what I've done. It's all the background right now. Most of the confetti that is on this page has been finished already. Sawyer, come on, get down. Come on. Cat butt. Sorry. So, like I say, that's about as far as I've gotten. Yeah, not hugely exciting. This is page number 1, so it is technically the one with the most amount of stitches on it. I have just under half of the page done, so it really, I don't think will take very long if I just sit down and work on it. When I think about what I just finished was about a page, and it took me less than a month, so you would think for half a page of not confetti I could get like two of them done in a month. But I find almost the confetti more interesting. This is a little boring, but, and I don't know if maybe, because I started this one in the center on her face, so I've kind of worked out, and I don't know if maybe it's because I'm working up in that corner that I'm kind of struggling a little bit. But I started doing my Haids from obviously page number 1, and I find that that works a little bit better for me. The first couple that I started, because I was used to starting in the middle and didn't realize that there was another way to start, that it works a little bit better for me. And also this was the first Haid that I ever started, and I did the recommended 2 over 1 on 25 count, which I don't mind it, but I prefer 1 over 1 on 32 or 36 count better. So, lesson learned. Oh, and here's the other cat. So, oh, more cat butts. So if you don't remember, this is little Vladdy. So he's one of the kittens that I grabbed from the back of my yard. So he's growing so much. He's pretty sweet though. He's a big snuggle bug. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know if all those factors are kind of not making me want to work on that one, but I think once I sit down and really just work on it, once I spend a couple days on, like, serious days on it, and then I get involved in a picture again. But just picking it up, and like usually the first couple days are just kind of getting reacquainted with it. So anyways, so that is what I am currently working on. The other thing that I'm trying to work on, like I was trying to do last year, for about an hour in the morning, is going to be my Fantasy SAL by Lakeside Needlecraft, artwork by Durian Jones. Hey, can you go down? And I did manage to finish up another block, so that I'm happy about. So this is what the whole thing is now looking like. And I managed to get, I can't see, the Phoenix finished up. So really happy with the way that one turned out. You're so cute. Did a little bit more of the background, but like I said, I'm really happy with the way this is turning out, or that block turned out. I've now moved my Q-snap, so I'm going to finish up this block here and then do the rest of the border. What was it? These two blocks right here, I believe are like little people-y characters, and I wasn't too thrilled with them. This one here is a little people-y character, an elf or something, I don't remember. But I didn't want to leave all three of them to the end, so I'm going to do this one. There is a little gnome that goes here, and he is super cute, the dragon, and then a fairy and a elf, I think. Hey! So, he likes to help with the stitching. Okay, come on. So, this again is on Crystal Pansy by Picture This Plus. My needle minder, I believe, is from, my friend gave it to me. I think she got it from, oh, what was her name? I don't remember her name. I think she does, oh, what is it? Brain has turned off. I keep thinking Lakeside Needle Nannies, but that's not it. The Canadian True North Needle Minders. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where she got it from. I will try and put the link down below if I remember. So that is the Fantasy SAL done so far. So, like I say, I'm going to work on the December block, which is in the bottom corner, and work my way around with the border, and then do some, try and get the border done, because it's time consuming and a little intensive. So I'm going to finish that up, and then I'll finish the little characters, I think. So so that is what I've kind of been working on. So that was my one little finish, was the Phoenix. And then I had two really tiny finishes. So one is going to be a Mill Hill kit. So this is from the Autumn Harvest collection, and this is Caramel Apple. Kit number MH189203. Oh, Vlad. I'm so sorry about the cats tonight, guys. I'm just winging it today. So I finished this one. I actually did this in a day. I started it in the morning and put in the last little bit of the beading, probably around 12:30, 1 o'clock. But I started it when I got home from work, so it was only about 4 or 5 hours to stitch it. And Okay, you need to go down. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It's really little, but this is how it turned out. And this little tie is actually really cute. That probably took me the longest though. The instructions were really clear, but for some reason it wasn't cooperating for me. So I finished this up, and then I finished up another Mill Hill kit. And this is from the Winter Holiday Collection. And this is Pinecone, MH185304. So I worked on this one. You're gonna be famous now, bud. Gonna be famous. And this is how that one turned out. I think this one I'm gonna put some felt on the back and attach a string and turn this into an ornament. So this is how the pine cone turned out. My God, cat. Come on. Ooh. Yeah. And then the next finish that I got, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you saw my pretty much daily pictures as I was trying really hard to push through this one because I really wanted it done this year. It was a start on January 1st, 2015. And you might think like, oh, for a Haid, that's not too bad to finish it up, but this one was only probably about 2.25 pages, so it really shouldn't have taken me this long, but I struggled at times. So here is my finish. My God. Loose threads, loose threads. This is my finish of Quick Stitch Christmas presents. And I had the first full page and then the portion page under it completely done, and basically had to do basically from here down. I had little bits of it done, but anyways. I do want to say too, in the mornings when I try to work on my fantasy SAL, this is where I try and work on it, and I try and catch up on a few YouTube videos, and he is a large reason why I can't stitch in the mornings, because he wants so much attention and is fascinated by all the threads and everything, but anyways. Yo. But this is how that turned out. So, really happy with this. I don't think I'm going to frame it. I think I'm going to possibly turn it into a pillow or something that I can pull out just for little bits during, for the season. Sorry. Brain's getting distracted. So yeah, then I can store it away, pull it out, and still display it during the holidays, but it's not going to have a permanent fixture on my whole, like on my wall. So that is my 3 finishes. There's actually one other thing I have been working on. I need to go grab it from the other room. So I'm going to pause you. I will be right back. Okay, so this is the other thing that I've been working on that I kind of keep forgetting about. I didn't show this in my whip parade, basically because I forgot about it. I started it quite a while ago and got kind of confused by the instructions. I don't know why, because I read through it again recently and they made perfect sense all of a sudden. This isn't really cross stitch, it's more of a canvas work. So this is one of the small seasonal quilt series. It's Autumn Leaves by Nancy's Needle. And this is what it looks like. I really love the colors in this. Um, and that's why I ended up buying it. But it's not like it's more like you're just doing satin stitches, right? So originally all I had done was this center square, and for some reason, like I say, I got really confused when it came to the cutting the thread for the maple leaves, but like I said, they make perfect sense now. So, but this is how far I've gotten. I find that this is something just really kind of quick, very mindless, that I can kind of pull out and work on. I'll show you the back so you can see, like, it really is just satin stitches. So they pretty much look, for the most part, the same. So, but I've kind of decided to pull this out. I was actually hoping to get this done as well too last month, but it just didn't happen. It goes really fast once you start stitching on it, but it just, again, my bug just kind of left me. So it uses really only 3 colors. So one is going to be this Cresta de Oro. I don't know if anybody has seen that, but it's really shiny, really sparkly. So I have 2 cards of that. I have 1 card of watercolors, sorry, in antique brass, and that is the main kind of color of it. And then you use this Overture in V122, and this is the variegated color, and I have 2 cards of that. So like I say, it's kind of a nice little break. They say that you're supposed to put this on stretcher bars. I didn't do that. I'm not having any problem with it distorting so far. And I don't think I will, because they kind of go, like, if you do canvas work, usually canvas work is with like a yarn, and you just do like the half stitch, right? Your work, and same with 10 stitch, I've heard, I can't remember, if you just do 10 stitch, your work can become very distorted. With continental, I think it pulls equally in kind of both directions, so you decrease the distortion that some people can get. But I think with this, because you're doing, like, you're going this way and then you're going that way, like, you're kind of working against each other. I don't think I'm going to have that problem as if you were doing the whole thing just in one direction. Does that, I don't know if that makes sense or not. And that's what I'm telling my brain. So I can just keep going without putting it on a frame. So so that's pretty much it. That's all I've been working on. I'll show you the little bit of haul that I've gotten. And I do want to apologize. I was racked a chart before I made my last video. It was a PDF download, and I kind of forgot about it. I also forgot about the PDF download that I bought myself, so that goes to show you where my head kind of was. So I'm going to start with those 2. I'll just show you pictures that I've taken on my phone of them. So the first one that I bought is Shadowness by Heaven and Earth Designs. And she is gorgeous. She will not be getting started anytime soon, but she kind of has all of my favorite things. She's got, you know, a raven. She's got a snake and some bones and a skeleton, or a Pepe. There's a lot of detail in her. So anyways, so that is the chart that I ended up buying for myself. I bought that during the Heaven and Earth 50% off sale. And then the one that I was racked is by Josephine Wall and the lovely Shelley. now I'm blanking. Shelly. Who, I don't know if you watch my videos or not, but if you do, thank you so much, and I'm sorry I forgot to to mention you last video that I made. But she was kind enough to send me the Tree of Wonders. And like I say, this is by Josephine Wall. And I've never attempted a wall before, because, oh my god, do they look intense, but they look stunning when they're all done. So she was kind enough to send me that one. So thank you again, Shelly. I appreciate it. Yeah, it really caught me off guard, because yeah, it just really did. So the other new one that I bought is called Peace in My Heart SAL. This is from Bees Needleworks. I will put a link to her site below. You can become part of the Stitch Specialists. They have a group on Yahoo, and they have a group on Facebook now. And she does probably about a SAL a year, only to the members, and then after the Stitch Along is done, then she releases it for everybody else to buy, which is fine. And she's very encouraging on trying to pick your own colors, and there is some specialty stitches in here, but I don't think it's going to be too intense. So I'll show you. This is what the whole thing is going to look like. And that's kind of up close of the top half. And then the bottom half. So both Tracy P and Orietta are going to be stitching this along with me, so that's exciting. I've picked out, and thankfully Tracy helped me, we had a nice little chat about what we're going to use, and there was floss everywhere. It was awesome. So I think what I've decided to go with is going to be this piece of Queen Anne's lace, because it's just a piece that I had in my stash that is going to be the right size for it. And then these are the threads that I'm gonna go with. Now B did say, like, you should pick out a variegated this color, and like this type of color, right? And then a green. I'm not gonna do the green. I'm just gonna do it just in kind of blue tones. So this is gonna be my color combination. As for the beads, I haven't quite decided on what color bead I'm going to use. I might use maybe like a clear crystal, or I might try and find like a really deep, like kind of cornflower blue, kind of like this. It's kind of up for debate right now, so. The variegated that I'm using is going to be Sierra Haze. So it's got really nice colors in it. It's got purples and blues and some brownie colors. And then I have Midnight, Cornflower Blue, and Silver Fox. So that is going to be my color combination for Peace in My Heart. I don't remember exactly when the first bit is getting released. I want to say it's like in the next week, maybe 2. She's going to release the first first band, and I think she said every 2 weeks she was going to release a band for us to stitch, and then if you kept up with it, you could have it done by Christmas. So we all know that I am the worst at keeping up with stitch-alongs. So by hopefully not this Christmas, by next Christmas, it will be finished, because that's what I do. So yeah, so that's gonna be my new start. Oh, I have one other little piece of haul. Hopefully the won't fall. I did scoop up just cross stitch 2017 Halloween special collection issue. I bought the 2016 last year, and there were a few projects in it that I thought I might stitch. I haven't stitched anything from it yet. This one, honestly, I probably should have saved my $15. I flipped through it quickly at the store, and there's maybe only about one project that I'll stitch out of it. And even that is very iffy. The one that I like the most is Pumpkin's House by Nikki's Creations. Don't show the pattern. And that's what it looks like. Aside from that, I didn't really see a whole lot in here that I would probably really stitch. Show you the back cover, and this is kind of all the charts that are in there. I like this raven. I wouldn't stitch the house in the hill, but he's alright. The birdhouses are really cute, but I probably won't stitch them. And that's kind of all. I was kind of a little disappointed, but I'm sure, you know, when you buy a magazine, you're not going to like every project in it. You're not going to not like every project, but I think I probably would have been better off just buying an individual packet or something of a pattern that I really liked. Oh well. C'est la vie. That was my decision, and I did look through it at the store, and I could have said no, I didn't want it, but I bought it anyways. So anyways, that's that. Okay, so now I guess I will show you a small handful of some charts that I have. Maybe I'll start with the Mirabilia ones that I have, and I'm not going to do all of like a group or anything, but that might be a good way to start. So this is the way I store all my loose charts. I bought these magazine holders from IKEA, and for me they work pretty good to just keep my loose charts kind of in order. So maybe I'll show you those ones too. So for Mirabilia, my God, you're back. You're back. Okay, so I have Autumn Queen. So that one I have. Okay, would you? Hey, no. Bad kitty. Okay, come here. They haven't quite learned the noises for come here and like get down and all that yet. We're working on it. The next one I got is Fairy Idol. I have Minerva, which is one of the Bewitching Pixies. Ooh. I have red, which I'm really struggling to find a nice fabric for her. I've seen beautiful conversions for her. I will stick to doing her as charted, but I haven't found a fabric that I want to use for her yet. So have at the mat. Stargazer, which I'm not sure off the top of my head who did the conversion for her, but I'm going to do the brown and green conversion for her. So I have Xenia, which is another pixie. Oh my god, cat. Mermaid of the Pearls, which I have completed. Not framed, but she is done. Tons of beading on her. I have Eva, sorry. And I have the bead pack for her as well too. Raven, which has been completed. Aphrodite Mermaid, which is gorgeous. And what was this one? I think this is Shakespeare Fairies? And I love that one too. Yeah, so those are all the mirrors that I currently have in my stash. A couple months ago, like 6 months ago, Kim ended up gifting me a gorgeous piece of fabric that she got from her LNS, so it doesn't have a dye lot, it doesn't have anything, and I am dying to stitch Florentina? The one with the lady sitting on the green pillar with the white cat and the white dress. I am going to stitch her on that piece of fabric. So that is another one that I will be adding into my stash once I have a little bit of budget for it. So it won't be anytime soon, but I have these ones pulled out too, so I'll show you these other 3 charts that I have. They are by Nimue. So I finished the one, I've given that pattern away. It was called, not the key, I don't remember. It had the cat stirring the pot in the cauldron with the pumpkin. Le Clef? No, that's the key. I don't remember what it was called. But I finished that one. I gave the pattern away. I have Le Clef, which is the key. Emily is also stitching this one. So she has quite a bit of her done already. I haven't started her yet. I have Calligrapher, which is this beautiful old cat. And then I have Shaman, which this is going to be a new start very soon for me. I need to measure him out. I think I'm going to do him on a piece of murky, same as what I did the other one on. But yeah, he will get started hopefully this year sometime, if I get some stitching time back. Who knows? We'll see. Anyways, sorry this video is a little shorter. Sorry it was a bit of a hot mess. Sorry there was so much cat butt. Actually, I'm not sorry. Not apologizing for any of it. That's life. But thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for liking, subscribing, and commenting on my videos. I hugely appreciate all the love I get from doing these videos. And yeah, I will be back hopefully in about a month with another video update. Hopefully it will be less chaotic than this one was. This one, again, as per usual, they have been just flying by the seat of my pants and just trying to get a video out there for you guys. So anyways, have a great stitchy week. I hope you have a great weekend that's coming up. I hope if you had a long weekend last weekend, it was fantastic. I originally was going to do this video then, but just life happened. So thank you again so much, everybody. Take care and happy stitching, everybody. Bye. Say bye, Vlad. Bye. Hey guys, I was just uploading my last two videos, my last video, and I realized I forgot to mention something very, very important that I had wanted to. Right now, as I'm sure you all know, there is the hashtag Sprinkle Stitchy Kindness going on. I know a couple people have mentioned instead of sending people things or whatnot else, here's a cause or something that I really believe in. And if you wanted to sprinkle stitchy kindness, that you could donate, not even behalf of that person, but just donate towards that cause that that person means something to. So I figured I would take this time to share about a coworker of mine who has a GoFundMe page set up. And this is totally voluntary. I mean, I'm not expecting anybody to donate hundreds and hundreds of dollars or anything like that, but I just figured if somebody was looking for something that they wanted to donate to and to help out with, that this is a cause that I fully believe in. It is actually regarding a coworker of mine at work. His 10-year-old son has been diagnosed with an incurable and inoperable brain tumor. He has been was only given a few weeks to live back at the beginning of summer, and he has surpassed that incredibly. He is undergoing very intensive chemotherapy and radiation to try and just keep the tumor at bay. But his family is obviously taking time off work and whatnot else to make whatever memories that they can regarding this 10-year-old child that they have. Apparently, from what I've heard, is that there is a treatment that is undergoing some study right now in the States. Each treatment is about $15,000, and there's nothing saying that he would only need one treatment. He could need several of these treatments in order to deal with the type of tumor that he has. So, like I say, I just figured I would throw it out there. If anybody is looking for a cause to donate to, if you feel like this is something that would be worthwhile for you, it's called Making Memories with Zach. I will put a link to the GoFundMe page down below. And, ooh, excuse me, like I say, he is a coworker of mine, and no family should have to go through the severe sickness of one of their children. So anyways, I figured I would just throw that in at the bottom. Like I say, if anybody is interested, please don't hesitate to go and click on the link. Again, I just want to thank all of my subscribers. I want to thank all the people that like and comment on my videos. And yeah, I guess that's officially all I had to say. So thank you again for watching, and I will hopefully be back in a month with another update video. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.